You ever wonder what happens when one wrong look on a plane turns into a full-blown war with a billion-dollar airline? Picture this. I'm Mia Thompson, 17, scraping by on 3 after-school gigs in rainy Seattle, finally heading to my Stanford interview on Summit Sky's flight 419 first class, no less, cause my mom, Lena, head of the DOJ's equity squad, cashed in her miles to make it special. Heart pounding like a drum solo. Me and my thrift store blazer and slacks that actually fit, snapping pics for the gram. Stanford or bust, y'all. But as I hand over my boarding pass at the gate, this flight attendant, Carla Hayes, mid-40s, all pinched lips and fake pearls, squints at it like it's a fake ID at a dive bar, flipping it under the light, muttering, "First class to the left," like I wandered in by mistake. And just like that, the dream flight sours, or maybe it's the start of the nightmare. See, from the jump, it's these little stings, the kind that make you question if you're overthinking, but deep down, your gut twists, 'cause you know better. Carla breezes past with champagne flutes for the suits ahead, ignores my raised hand for water. "I'll circle back," she says, tight-lipped, and poof, gone for takeoff. I settle into 2A, window seat heaven, spreading out my portfolio essays on bridging food gaps in the Duwamish Valley, where kids like me grew up trading ramen for dignity. But then, pre-boarding checks, she hovers over my papers like a hawk, and whoops, her pitcher slips, drenching my transcripts in ice water. "Oh, clumsy me," she coos, all wide-eyed innocence, but her whisper hits like shrapnel. "These pods are for folks who get the vibe up here." Folks like you, implied. My cheeks burn, hands fumbling with soggy notes. Heart sinking, was this a treat or a trap? Mom's voice echoes in my head from all those late-night talks. "Document it, baby girl, 'cause silence is their weapon." And it builds, slow burn turning inferno. 'Cause Carla's not solo, she's got backup in Derek Voss, the lead attendant, her soon-to-be brother-in-law, both nursing some old grudge from a neighborhood beef back in Spokane, where Carla's family lost a strip mall deal to Mia's activist grandma decades ago. Petty roots, deep poison. Menus drop. She leans in loud enough for the cabin to hear. "Need help decoding this, hon?" First-timers get lost easy. I bite back. "Nah, I'm good, straight A's don't lie." But inside, it's a storm. Am I fighting for a seat or my damn soul? Allies pop up like lifelines across the aisle. Retired Judge Harlan Fisk, silver fox with a no BS glare, catches my eye. "That's not protocol, young lady. That's prejudice wearing a uniform." And behind me, civil rights lawyer Raj Patel murmurs, "I've seen this script, keep that phone rolling, kid." Mealtime. She serves everyone but me, then claims chicken's out, shoving economy slop my way later while the white dude 3 rows up gets the steak she swore was gone. Call button? Ignored. Turbulence hits. She checks belts everywhere but mine, like I'm invisible or worse, unwanted. Then the powder keg blows. I unbuckle for the laugh. First class one's right there, and Carla materializes, blocking the aisle like a bouncer. "Economy facilities are aft, Missy. I'm ticketed up here," I say, voice steady but knees jelly. She snaps, face twisting ugly. "Know your lane, girls, like you don't fly premium. Go back where you belong." The cabin hushes, forks clinking stop, eyes on us, and my phone, palmed low, catches every venomous word. Harlan's on his feet. "That's enough. Escort her." "Ma'am, you're the one facing a docket." Raj chimes in. "I've got your back and her number on speed dial." But Derek swoops, all false calm. "Let's chat private. Misaccusations like that? Big trouble." In the galley shadows, his mask cracks. "Delete that footage, or we land in Portland and you're the terrorist on the news." Family ties click. Don't let Aunt Sophie hear. Weddings in June. And suddenly it's not one bigot. It's a clan closing ranks, rooted in that old land grab grudge, where Carla's kin blamed outsider. I text Mom midair. Crews gunning for me, recordings rolling, threats flying. Her reply, "Breathe, Mia. I'm calling the tower." Touchdown in SFOSA, circus cops at the jetway. Carla smirking as Derek spins. Combative passenger, officers refused orders, booze in her bag. Planted minis from God knows where tumble out my pack, my stained blazer screaming trouble. Humiliation crashes like waves. Travelers gawk. A news drone buzzes overhead. Mom barrels in, badge flashing. "Lena Thompson, DOJ hands off my daughter, or this tin can's your next audit. Victor Langford, Summit's slick COO, and Carla's uncle, oily suit and all, counters. Internal drama, DR. Thompson kids unhinged, we got witnesses. But Harlan and Raj flank us. Bull, we saw the hate play out. Interrogation drags. My phone's a battlefield, they grab it. But I cloud back up first, heart hammering. Is this the end of Stanford of me? Victor leans close, breath sour. Settle quiet, or we bury you, Harvard. Dream on. Mom's stare could melt steel. Bury us? Try it, I'll unearth your whole rotten empire. That's when the backlash bites hard, unexpected, like karma with teeth. Back in Seattle digs, we find the apartment tossed, not robbed, just rifled, cologne trail screaming message received. My laptop's glitched, mom's files shuffled, schools buzzing with concerned calls, graduation under siege, cause parents whisper I'm that girl bringing heat. Surveillance vans idle curbside, brakes on mom's Prius sabotaged, she spins out on I-5, slamming barriers, whispering later over tea. They cross to kill, Mia, but we're flipping the script. Anxiety claws me nights, dreams of endless aisles, but mom rallies the squad. Raj digs dirt on Summit's elite cabin code for keep the riffraff out, born from Victor's fear of lawsuits after that Spokane fallout. Harlan pulls strings for a safe house. Journalist Kira Voss, no relation. Thank God, leaks the audio. Carla's slur goes viral, Summit hate spikes. Victor panics, PR flax influencers. Two sides, folks wait for facts. But we drop the bomb. Synchronized recordings, 15 victim affidavits, whistleblower memos on profiling non-fits. Stock tanks 30%, crews walk out chanting fly free or fly empty. The climax? That hearing room in D.C., 2 weeks later, me at the mic, lights hot, reps leaning in like it's Judgment Day. Congresswoman Reyes, I start, voice cracking just once. It wasn't one spill or slight, it was a machine grinding dignity, from planted flasks to break jobs, all cause a ticket challenge they're laying. I cue the tape. Carla's snarl echoes, gasps ripple. Victor's counsel squirms. Isolated rogues, your honor, no policy. Reyes slides the memo. Signed by you. Victor, verify premiums rigorously. He stammers, sweat beading. I lock eyes across the table, that hallowed hush, and whisper load. Your lane ends here. Gavel cracks like thunder probes launch. Summit folds tense into bankruptcy. Victor cuffed on live feed. Carla and Derek pleading deals in orange jumpsuits. The irony, their family-first wedding? Canceled for cuffs. 6 months on, I'm strolling Stanford's quad, crimson hoodie fresh, full ride and pocket prof. Hale's note, your fire? That's the spark we need. Mom's helming a Fed task force, turning grudges into guidelines. The Thompson Accord, mandating bias busts industry-wide. But here's the rub that keeps me up. Sophia Voss, Derek's kid, my roommate, now texts last night. Dad's rot shamed us, Mia. Room together? Teach me redemption. I stare at the screen, gut churning, forgive the spawn, or draw the line. Blood's thicker than bias, or nah? What about you ever stare down a giant and win, only to wonder if the scars heal clean? Drop your take below. Was justice served, or just swapped seats? Share if this hit home. Sub for more raw truths, cause one voice can ground an empire, but yours? That's the real turbulence.